Terrorist Albert decided to hijack the plane. So he sent his men to the airport to hijack the plane A-45, and they hijacked the plane. Inspector Lewis came to know about this thing, so he immediately went there and thought about how the hijackers passed through the metal detector machine, as they had guns with themselves. Lewis concluded one of the security checking officers is in the team of the hijackers, and he might have helped them go through the metal detectors safely. So he questioned 3 security checking officers. One said that I was checking the passengers. The second one said that I was using my personal phone, so I did not notice any suspicious men. The last one said that I was also checking the passengers and did not notice any awkward thing. After listening to all, the inspector immediately found who was telling a lie. Can you tell who was in the terrorist team? The answer is the second officer is telling a lie, as he said that he was using his phone while on duty. But how can he do so, as security checking officers are not allowed to use their personal phone on duty? The inspector arrested him and started finding a way to enter in the plane. There were 3 ways to enter in the plane: a front door, a belly, and through the engine. Tell which way he should choose. The answer is he should enter in the plane through the belly, followed by the luggage room, as if he entered through the first door, then he can easily be shot by the terrorist, and the third way is quite dangerous. He can easily be either burned or cut by the blades. The inspector secretly entered in the plane through the belly and killed the terrorists. Albert came to know that Lewis had killed his team members, so he called another team member who was in the police to kill Lewis. The next night, the Inspector Lewis was found dead in the police station. At that time, only 4 other policemen were in the station. So Detective Martin was assigned to solve this murder mystery. He questioned all the 4 policemen who were in the police station at the time of the murder. One said that I was busy in reading the case file, which was assigned to me by Inspector Lewis. The second one said, I was dining at the time of the murder and I did not hear anything. The third one said, I was beating the prisoners at that time. The fourth one said, I was standing outside the washroom, as I needed to pee, but someone was already in the washroom. After listening to them, the Detective Martin immediately came to know who was telling a lie and had killed Mr. Lewis. Can you tell who killed Inspector Lewis? The answer is, the 4th police officer's statement appears to be false. He claimed to be waiting outside the washroom because someone was inside, but since there were only 4 people in the station, all of whom were occupied with their work, it's impossible for him to have been waiting outside the washroom. This inconsistency suggests that he might be the suspect or the one responsible for the situation. Martin questioned him why he killed Mr. Lewis. He said, someone called me and offered me $100,000 to kill Mr. Lewis, and he gave the number of that person to the detective. Martin traced the location of that man and found him in the market. The man found Martin's presence unusual, so he decided to leave the place. Detective Martin started chasing him and saw his bike parked outside the restaurant. He entered in the restaurant and saw 4 individuals there, but the problem was he did not see the face of that man clearly. Detective Martin used his detective mind and found the man. So, can you tell how he found that man? The answer is there were only 4 customers in the restaurant, and the person who was sitting at the right side is eating, which means he cannot be that man. And at the right side, probably the couple is having a tea. So only the person at the last is left, and he is ordering food, which means he has just entered in the restaurant recently. So he is the person who gave money to kill Mr. Lewis. The detective beat him and inquired from him, "Why you killed Mr. Lewis?" He said, "My boss Albert ordered me to do so, as Lewis killed our team members and failed our plan of hijacking." He gave the address of a secret place to Martin. Martin reached there by helicopter, but Albert heard the helicopter, and he left that place from a secret tunnel. Martin saw 3 doors at the entrance, and he had to select one door to get inside. But selecting the door is not an easy task, as behind the first door there were mines, and the second door had herbivore plants behind it, and there were assassins behind the third door. So tell which door Martin did select. Martin selected the second door, which had herbivore plants behind it, as herbivore plants do not eat meat. But when Martin opened the door, he got the surprise that Albert had left the country.